Hey Kenect community, I'm Lauren with Solshine Wellness, and welcome to your meditation practice. Welcome to this 20-minute session of mindfulness with the intention of bringing you into a state of less stress, more calm, and more feeling of connectedness. So wherever you're at, feel free to grab a seat or start to tune in, whether it's through audio or through your video. And per usual, if you've been here before, we'll start off with some controlled breathing. From there, we'll go into our journey of meditation, where I'll guide us today in a session where we're going to practice tensing our body up and then releasing all of that tension. And as we practice that, we're going to strengthen our ability to release tension on demand. And then after that, we'll come into another guided breath as we close out our session today. So welcome in, get yourself comfortable, and let us begin. As we begin to find ourselves in a state of comfort, maybe that's seated, maybe it's standing or walking. And I invite us to close down the eyes if that feels good today, allowing our body to begin to arrive here in our space. Again, eyes might come to a gentle shut as we begin to bring our awareness to our space. Beginning to notice maybe how our seat feels underneath us or how our clothing feels resting on our skin. Beginning to notice our flow of breath in and out of our body. And can we slow down our breath a little bit as we deepen the inhale? And slow down, deepening the exhale to match. Let's take 2 more slow breaths just like that. In and out. Again, in and out. I invite us to begin to bring our shoulders up to our ears on our next inhale. And then as we exhale, allowing them to glide down our back. Repeating that again, inhaling as shoulders meet the ears. And exhaling as shoulders find their way down our back. One more as we inhale up and exhale down. I invite us now to bring our right ear to our right shoulder as we begin to just allow our breath to flow in and out of our body with ease. Starting to feel a little tension release, especially on the left side of that neck. Then guiding our chin toward our chest, creating a half circle as our ear eventually finds left ear to left shoulder. And pausing here for a couple breaths, beginning to explore on the right side of our neck especially. This time our chin finds the ceiling as we guide our head all the way up and over to our right shoulder once again. This time mindfully guiding our left shoulder towards the seat, right ear reaches toward our right shoulder, finding a little more space in our neck this round. Again, that breath is slow and steady. Guiding our chin toward our chest, creating our half circle once again, eventually opening up as left ear finds left shoulder. And this round, we find our right shoulder getting a little bit closer toward our seat, creating a little more space in our right side of our neck. Maintaining that slow breath still. And then once again, our chin guides up towards the ceiling or sky, and leaving it there in the center as we begin to release the muscles in the jaw. So jutting our lower jaw out and back a few times. Finding a gentle release in the mandible. And as we feel complete, bringing our head back through center. And just finding a little bit more length in our spine, a little bit more height. Maybe that feels like the core engages ever so slightly. As we find a little bit more length in the spine with the crown of the head reaching up. And returning to our breath now that we feel a little bit more space in our body and a little bit more grounded in our seat. I'm going to invite in a breath this morning or this afternoon where we slow down our exhale to be twice as long as our inhale. So I'll count that out for us. We'll start with a 3-second inhale, and then we'll go into a 6-second exhale. And after a few rounds of that, we'll see if we can increase it to a 4-second inhale and then an 8-second exhale. And if that's not feeling good, just maintain a slow, steady breath with us. So when ready, beginning our inhale, 2, 3, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, in, 2, 3, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In, 2, 3, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In, 2, 3, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more. In, 2, 3, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A little longer. In, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again. In, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Two more. In, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Last one. In, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Beautiful. Allowing that breath to resume an easy flow in and out of the body with nothing forced here. And I invite us to go ahead and give ourselves a scan from head to toe. So tuning into our body. Now that we have settled our nervous system a little bit, we can really allow ourselves to tune in without judgment. Just starting to see what our body's communicating to us today. And maybe that feels like a soreness in the body. Maybe it's a heaviness. Maybe our mind is wandering somewhere, feeling of anxiousness or worry. What's our body communicating to us right now? What do we need to know? So tuning in. And for our practice today, for our guided meditation, we're going to be tensing up with intention our entire body. So that means squeezing every single muscle, squeezing every part of our body, and then we'll all release that tension. So letting all of that go and finding deep relaxation in the body. So we'll repeat that a few times. And again, the purpose of this practice is to strengthen our ability to release tension on demand and to release stress and to come into this state of relaxation whenever we want to. So we'll practice this a few times, and then we'll go back into a steady breath to close out. So when ready, beginning to tune back into our body and beginning to tense up every part of our body, feeling our toes curl, our glutes glutes squeeze, our fists, our hands and fists as we squeeze every part of our body, furrowing our brow. Every part is super, super tense here. 2 more breaths. Squeezing every part of our body, super tense, and release. Exhaling out, feeling every part of our body beginning to relax. Feeling our toes relax, our ankles, feeling blood starting to rush back through our legs, our seat. Feeling our fingers mobile once again. Feeling our heart start to settle. Taking 2 more slow breaths here, feeling our body start to buzz with energy. Welcoming in this calmness that we've created in our body when we released all of that tension. 1 more slow breath here. And getting ready to tense up once again. Beginning to tense up every part of the body. Toes are curled, hands are in fists, glutes engaged. Every part of the body is tense and squeezing. Every muscle engaged that we can think of. Woo. 2 more breaths here in this tense, squeeze, tight state. 1 more inhale. And exhale, releasing all of that tension, allowing all of the muscles to relax, feeling our blood flowing through our body, feeling our energy buzzing once again, and taking slow breaths into this calmness. Giving permission to our muscles to relax. Noticing how we feel in this relaxed state right now. Do we feel like maybe we're taking up a little more space in our seat or in our energy, in our aura? Continuing this slow, steady breath, allowing ourselves to simply be. And just noticing, how do we feel when we give permission to our full body to be in a state of relaxation. And let's practice that 1 more time. So when ready, beginning to tense up our entire body, from toes to calves to thighs to glutes to core, fists, shoulders, biceps, everything squeezing, brow is furrowed. Feeling ourselves be super, super tense here for 1 more breath. Inhaling and exhaling, release. Releasing all of that tension out. Maybe we're shaking our hands, allowing the energy to be flicked out of our fingertips. Allowing breath to be slow and deep as we begin to find this full-bodied state of relaxation, state of tension release. Woo. Once again, tuning in. How does this feel in our body when we've released all of this tension? Allowing that breath to be steady, to be full. Welcoming in that prana, that life force energy into our body with each inhale. Finding it travel all the way down to our toes that are at rest now. And then from our toes, finding its way all the way back up and out through our mouth in an exhale. Continuing this flow of breath, inhaling through the nose, allowing that breath to travel down the spine, out the hands, down the legs, through the toes, and then back up through the toes, up the spine, and out the mouth on an exhale. Repeating this cycle of breath 3 more times at your pace. Each slow, steady breath finds us a little deeper surrender into our seat, a little deeper connection in our body, in our mind, and in our energy. Last slow, deep breath here. And before closing our practice today, I'm going to invite in some intention connection for us. So I invite us to merge both sides of our body, both meridians, as we bring our hands to heart center in prayer. So once again, connecting both sides of our body here, feeling that left side warming, pulsing, energizing into our right side, meeting each other in the middle. At our heart center, as we know, our heart, center of our being, our center for love, connection, forgiveness, compassion. As we're here, I invite us to connect to an intention. So maybe that's an intention that we're connecting to for our year, maybe it's for our month or just our day. That intention might feel like a single word, wanting to connect deeper to presence or joy, or maybe it's an affirmation or a mantra, a sentence. Connecting to whatever we might want to call in for ourselves. And we'll take 3 deep breaths together in unison to seal that in. So beginning to connect to our intention as we inhale together, in and exhale out. Once again, repeating our intention in and repeating the intention out. Last one, deepest breath yet of the day, in and feeling that frequency out. Hands might come to rest on our lap once again. As we slowly flicker the eyes open, beginning to welcome ourselves ever so gently back to our space. I thank you all so very much for joining today. Thank you for taking this time for you. I'm so grateful to have shared this time together. Be well. Thank you.